Hi, and welcome to Glowing Beauty Addiction. I'm Jamie, or welcome back if you're one of my subscribers. Today here in Alberta, Canada, we are having a blizzardy, cold, freezing rain, kind of blah day. So I thought an impromptu video on beauty busts might just be in order, make me feel a little better. So I'll be going through some of the things that I have found recently that just don't cut it for me. I have a few. It makes me feel better when I put gross products in a pretty box. It makes me not feel so angry that I actually spent money on these things. So I guess one of the first products that we will dive right into, and I am probably going to get some hate for this, is the Urban Decay Eyeshadow Primer. I don't know what it is about this for me. It goes on almost like it feels dry, but yet I find that shadows move around a lot. I don't find that I get the actual stick powder or stick power that I do using a different brand or my tried and true MAC paint pot for a primer. I've been trying to get through this and I just don't see that it's going to happen. So this one is a pass for me. Another one I'm probably going to get hate on is this Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara. Everybody raved about this so much. There were all the claims of 130% more length and volume. I find this to be incredibly dry. I find it to be chunky. I hate this huge wand on this. It is just not nice. There's not really a scent to it, but I've bought this a few times. I keep buying the little ones or the deluxe sample size, thinking that I must be missing something, and I have found the same thing every time. I much prefer either an Essence mascara or a roller lash, but this is a bust. Don't recommend it. I used it today and I had to re-clean up my under eyes more than once. It flaked, it didn't stay, it transferred to my lids. I can't recommend this. Another one I just don't like. Today I was, because I wanted to do this video, was going through my makeup and I came across this foundation. Now this is the Pure 4-in-1 and this is in the color Light Tan. And I remember buying it, I remember trying it and not liking it, but couldn't remember why I didn't like it. First off, this color, when you actually take it out of the bottle, looks dark. It looks like what a light tan should look like. But as you can see, it is actually lighter or wears down lighter than the actual color. And I'm not sure if you can tell in the video or not, but from afar, it looked okay. But it, honest to God, where I have pore issues, look like craters on the moon. You could fall into my pores. This defined every line, every wrinkle, every pore. And I had to build this up to even get to this medium coverage. I've had it on for about 4 hours, 5 hours now. And I find it is separating along here. You can really see my smile lines, my wrinkles. I'll call them experience lines. But yeah, I do not like this foundation. It is going back in the bin and now I know why. On a similar, well, not a similar topic, but from Pure are these brushes. These, I don't know if I got them in sets. These brushes are pokey, they are hard, they don't blend, they're just gross. I don't know what else to say about them. They are gross. If you see sets with these brushes that come with it, don't buy it for the brushes. These brushes are not worth the money at all, even if they're free. Another dislike I had is this Sephora Retractable Waterproof Brow Pencil. First thing is there's this horrible horrible little comb thing. Like, give me a spoolie. I need to be able to work the product through or out. This hard plastic comb does not work. Also, the color, which color is this? I got honey blonde. In the summer my hair does go lighter, but I tend to go wild colors anyway. But this almost had no payoff at all for color. Like you can see, I'm working it some more. Oh, we finally have a little bit of color. The biggest drawback to this is, I don't know how they say it's waterproof. It's not even life proof. If you use this on your brows, it will fade, it will move, it will not stay put. It's just not a good brow pencil. On brow pencils as well, and this one was probably one of my biggest disappointments out of this whole thing, well, maybe second biggest, is this Kevyn Aucoin. It's called the Brow Gel Pencil, and I got this in sheer ash blonde. I used it today on my brows. There's a few issues with this. First off, the price. It's not worth the price. Second off, it has, it's like a brush that you would use like with a pomade or something. So it's not a spoolie, but it is like a pomade type brow brush. The biggest issue is the product itself. It is so waxy that the minute you try to put some on, you have a big glob almost, that then you're having to get a spoolie to work it through. And I find it does not fill in, like you can tell here, where you don't have a lot of hair. It sticks to where there's hair, but doesn't really give you anything where there's not. So if you're trying to fill in spots that are a little bit more sparse, it doesn't work. It will, of course, because it's waxy, it holds the brow hairs where you want them to lay, but they will be either so pigmented because there's a glob of this brown wax, or bald. So this is a huge pass for me. Another huge pass, and I can't believe they're even really still selling this. It's the Benefit Double the Lip. They're real lipsticks. You want to talk gimmicks? This is a gimmick. So it has got, of course I'd grab the lightest one, 2 colors on the lipstick. So the idea being that you can put it on and it'll line your lips with the darker and fill in to give you an ombre kind of lip. It doesn't work. Who is going to flip their lipstick around, do the bottom lip, and then flip it around again, do the top lip, and it just, you know, you're trying to do, you know, maybe your inner corners or something. It just doesn't work. It is so gimmicky and horrible. Like, I don't understand. And they also came out with an eyeshadow palette that you were supposed to be able to take this sponge applicator across all the colors, and it was supposed to define your crease and everything. Another gimmick. Not worth it. Don't try it. Hate them. Maybe hate's a strong word. I'll use hate on this next one. I splurged. I'm big into skincare. I will do a skincare video soon. I splurged on some Lom Cleanser. Quite bougie. You know, it's made in Paris or something like that. They come with all these directions on how to, you know, work it into your face, use a muslin cloth and inhale in the eucalyptus, and it was supposed to be this whole spa-like experience. So my problem was I tried it. I loved it. And you can see it's, you know, kind of a balm, green balm type product. I used a fair amount of this, and I did. I loved it. It was a great experience. Felt amazing. Was a little heavy, but it did the job. It got your makeup off. It felt, your skin felt moisturized, felt healthy. Nice, right? So I thought, well, I want a small one for travel or to keep by my bathroom sink. So I got a gift set from Sephora that had a small one in it. And this is what it looks like. I'm not sure if the camera's gonna pick that up. It is yellow. It is clumpy. There are chunks of something in that. It smells off. It feels off. It's gross. All around gross. And because it was part of a gift set, you know, Sephora wasn't going to do anything about it because I had given away a couple of products out of the gift set. I just would have felt guilty trying to return the gift set without all the products. So I reached out to Yves Lom, not even to try to get something for free, but just to say, hey, there may be an issue with some of these smaller size cleansers. Ghosted me. When I originally got my products and posted on my Instagram a picture of my haul and tagged them, they were so quick to respond with, oh, enjoy the experience, hope you love your product, everything like that. But when there was an issue, nothing was done. There was no response to emails, there were no response to tags on Instagram or Twitter, anything. Just done. Now I realize it was sold through Sephora, but this is a pretty big bougie company. And to not even reply with a, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry you had a bad experience, kind of put a bad taste in my mouth. I was going to purchase, like, they've got a brightening mask, that type of thing, but after this experience with them, nope, I'm going to stick with my La Mer, and they're toast. They are done. Now the next few palettes, I'll preface by saying everybody has different experiences. Everybody's got different skin, different eyes, different eye shapes. What I dislike, you may love. What I love, you may dislike. It's all a matter of opinion. One of the first ones is this Pacifica palette. I can't remember if I got this. I think I got it in an Ipsy bag. May have been BoxyCharm. It's called Island Life. It's natural, it's vegan, it's cruelty-free. All great things. I'll open it. Except that there's no pigment. And I don't even know if I've ever swatched it before. Like, it's just, there is little to no payoff. And it is patchy as all get out. Like, it's even clumping just, it's just not worth. I would venture to guess there are palettes that look similar at the dollar store that will give you better payoff and blendability than this one. Another eyeshadow palette, and again, I may get hate on this one. This is the Stila Matte and Metal palette. I think every brand has their things that they're known for. I think Stila really hit the nail on the head with their glitter shadows. This palette, though, I don't know, it's kind of blah. The wear time was not up to par for what I would expect from a higher end brand. It was okay. So I never reached for this. It was one of those regret purchases that I wish I wouldn't have got it, but everybody was raving about it at the time, so I picked it up, and it's less than okay, but not terrible, if that's fair. Another palette is this is BH Cosmetics Ultimate Lips 28 color lipstick palette. I picked this up at our local Winners because we don't have an Ulta in Canada, so it's not like I can go try these things on or look at them. I'm not saying that the colors are bad. Like, there's a variety of colors. Some of them are nice. I'm not a fan of the lipstick palette, I guess. I find they're messy, and they seem to get this, like almost like a film on them. Some of them look great still, some of them don't, but it just leaves you a little hesitant on if they're still good to use or not. They're great, especially if you have a specific color in your head and might want to be mixing more than one shade together. They're great for that purpose. For me though, on the daily, I am not going to reach for this and a lip brush and use something like this. Another winner's find was this Belle Pierre Cosmetics Glowing Palette. Not worth the time to wait in line to pick it up. I will be posting a video of my children doing my makeup, and this was one of the palettes I let them play with. This thing has no payoff. It is chalky, it is powdery. The minute you try to put it on your face, it won't blend, it doesn't melt into your foundation. The colors look like anything else. but like there's no payoff. Let's try a really light one. And I'm working it in. Like you can see the chalk falling, but there's nothing. It is, again, not worth the time waiting in line to pick this up, and I think it was only $3.99. I've bought their liquid lipsticks as well, and they were splotchy, sticky mess. I think it was it last month's or this month's Ipsy or BoxyCharm. Sorry about that, we had some technical difficulties. So I was speaking about the Belle Pierre highlighters that just are not good. If you see these around, don't recommend them. I've also tried their liquid lipsticks and they too are not good. They are sticky, they don't last long. Overall, I just dislike this brand, my personal opinion. Now the last palette is one that's going to get me major hate, I think. This palette was raved about by everyone. Every beauty group on Facebook that I'm a member of, everybody raved about it, everybody needed to get it. It was the must-have palette of the time. I waited a bit and then gave in to the temptation and I picked up the Tartiest Pro by Tarte palette. So disappointed. I'll preface it by saying everybody's got different likes and dislikes, and for me this just, it didn't work at all for me. Like the colors look beautiful, they do. I found that the wear time was almost non-existent for me. I tried different primers. I tried no primer. I even tried the Too Faced glitter glue to hope that this would hang on a bit better than it did, and that didn't work. Maybe I'm missing something. I tried different brushes. I tried Fix Plus on my brush. I found that by the time I had finished doing my face, I had to touch up. If you went out for more than 2 hours, it looked like a muddy mess. This is one palette that I wish I could return. I've given other Tarte products a try. Their eyeshadow, it just never seems to work for me. Their blushes are some of the best. There are a couple of their mascaras that I like. Some of their lipsticks are nice, but this is not for me. So yeah, those were my beauty busts for today. Let me know down below, are there any products that you've purchased that you really regret purchasing? Maybe what products are you really looking forward to trying and hoping that they are as good as they're made out to be? Also, don't forget to like and subscribe. I've still got my Buy Terry giveaway going on, as well as a couple of those free Ipsy bags. So please like and subscribe. Thank you so much for spending some time with me again, and I will see you in our next video. Thank you so much. Have a great day.